What is the greatest export from Bispham? Well, it could be the 40 megawatts of electricity that goes every day from next to Moor Park to the Isle of Man. The cable goes under the park, round the edge of the golf course, under the promenade, and on the seabed for 45 miles to the Isle of Man. Almost all the power used on the island comes from Bispham. There's a chap called Fred Moore in St Anne's who's been involved in websites and things longer than anybody else. And he wrote this about Bispham. Okay, I didn't write this. This is Fred Moore writing in his website about Bispham. Although it is part of Blackpool, Bispham has always seen itself as separate and rather better. One did not come from Blackpool, but from Bispham, and often from Bispham village, to give even greater distance. It's famous for a few things, including Red Bank Road, the end of Blackpool for Bisphamites, the tram sheds just down the road from the tram station that became a small Sainsbury's, a fire station, the headquarters of the Blackpool and Fire College, and a small shopping centre. As you have guessed, Bispham is a fairly quiet sort of place compared with Blackpool, which is always described as being just down, never up the road. Anyone tell us when the plastic bag factory on Wakefield Road closed down? I live nearby, but I have to admit I didn't notice when it closed. Sadly, more local jobs lost. To be blunt, Blackpool Council has always been very poor at emptying the dog poo bins right across Blackpool. The larger ones in Moor Park are often damaged and tipped up by yobs, and this smaller one is almost always overflowing. Why can't they get the most basic local service done? Emptying dog poo bins. Do you have a 20 is plenty sign near to you? They've been in place now about 18 months. Have they worked to slow the traffic in your area? Email in and let us know, or leave a comment below. My wife Linda says I have big feet, but not this big actually. We were in Portugal recently at a family wedding, and I had to have my photo taken with my mother when we saw these feet in a local park. Do you remember these horrible things that were dumped on our pavements by the council last year? I was on the council then and discovered that they cost £690 each. There were 12 of them in Bispham Village shopping area alone. Both Labour and local Conservative councillors were keen to have them on the pavements and up Red Bank Road. £10,000 worth of our council tax used on the ones dumped on our local pavements. Some of them were in the way of wheelchairs, prams, disability scooters and residents with sight or disability problems. So when you get the propaganda newspaper through your door, paid for with our tax, telling you how carefully the council is spending your tax money, just remember this example of council waste. On future editions, Bispham TV will feature events and activities taking place at Bispham Community Centre. Visit us again every couple of weeks. If you live near the swimming baths and you have too many newspapers for your red recycling bag, then you can use this on Bristol Avenue. The electricity substation next to Moor Park operates on potentially dangerous high-voltage electricity, but the rubbish dumped next to it has increased over recent years, and now the lock on the gate's even been broken. It's been like that for quite a few weeks. Shame nobody from the council or United Utilities has bothered to do anything about it. What image best represents Bispham? It perhaps used to be TVR, but the Russians have closed that down. Perhaps it should be the college, but they don't care about Bispham anymore. They're shutting it down and moving to Blackpool Town Centre. Should it be the church? For a couple of hundred years it was the most important building in the area. Please let us know what image would best represent Bispham. They cost thousands of pounds out of our council tax, and they can be a deterrent to vandalism, but Yobs will have noticed there is no longer a camera on this pole that's near to Moore Park skateboard area. We wonder where it is. Those nice people at Blackpool Council stooped even lower than anyone thought possible last week. They persuaded a lady who needed to do the council a favour, if you know what I mean, to actually offer false information to a Queen's Counsel, a barrister, at a public hearing in Blackpool. Everyone locally wants the Bispham and Norbreck Town Green to be officially recognised. Everyone except, it seems, Blackpool Council and Asda, who want to build on part of it.